Charles, you had a chance to see May December, right?
No. I mean, yes, I had a chance to see it, yes,
I
but I
love
didn't
that.
see it.
I love that. All right, man. Well, let me go through this really quickly since you haven't seen it because we got three other films. May December is a drama directed by Todd Haynes from a screenplay from Sammy Birch, based on the story of Birch and Alex Mechanic. It's loosely inspired by the story of Mary Kay Letourneau, and the film follows actress played by Natalie Portman, who travels to Georgia to meet and study the life of the controversial woman played by Julianne Moore, who she is set to play in a film, the woman being infamous for her 23-year-old relationship with her husband, played by Charles Melton, whom she first met as a minor. Man, this movie, I remember not going into it cold, Charles, not knowing anything about it. And like 2 minutes into it, I'm like, is this the Mary Kay Letourneau story? It pretty much is. But it's fascinating the way it's filmed. You have the ability to have two Best Actress Oscar winners in Natalie Portman, who won for Black Swan, and Julianne Moore, who won for Still Alice. So both of them are extraordinary actors. Let's get that out the way. Charles Melton, who a lot of people may remember from Riverdale, the television show, comes in and plays the minor in this story. In real life, Charles, I think she was 36 and the kid was like 12 or 13. So in the movie, sort of mirror this. And I think Todd Haynes, who's made some of my favorite films, Carol, Far From Heaven, he's made some really good films. He dives down into this, and I think it's a compelling story, well acted, well scripted by Sammy Birch. I think it's a really good film, but if you ask me right now if this movie will be in the race, it's not going to be in the race, man. It's not going to be a film that Netflix is going to, I mean, you can put it up for an award, but it's not going to get one. But it's really a solid film. Just in like it has some scenes that I think are very good, including the third act, going toward that final scene where it's kind of like you understand how these two actresses push one another, how Moore and Portman, who really didn't have a lot of time. I think they shot this movie in like 23 days, man. They do an amazing job of just sort of on, not necessarily on the fly, Charles, but in the middle of working, sort of figure out what their chemistry is. And I think you got a really solid movie. I'd give May December a B. I think it's a pretty solid film. I just don't think it's a great film. But, Todd Haynes, man, for the most part, just doesn't miss. And I don't think he misses here. He's made a good film. I don't think it's a great film. So I would just end with Charles. So feedback on that?
They can't all be winners, and Todd Haynes is. I mean, he's pretty good at this craft. But the backstory of this is just so seedy. I'm surprised that they could work it out. But I mean, yeah, okay.
Well, this is the second film I've seen this quarter about people who are just pedophiles and just, so I told people, if you like Elvis Presley at 24 going after 13-year-old Priscilla, then the 36-year-old woman going after a 12 or 13-year-old kid should gross you out just as much. So it's equal opportunity to offend, I will say.